After saying that I do Volvos for a living, here I am with another Corsair. So this one is a 2000E, and it was my father's previous to the cream one that you've seen in other videos. Hasn't been owned by our family for nearly 20 years, I think. This week I bought her back. The idea is to do some restoration on it, as I'm sure you can see it needs. And also, hopefully, to put a turbocharged red block in it. Hence combining my love of Corsairs and red block engines. As you can see, she is a little bit tender. So let's have a look round at what kind of stuff it needs. Unfortunately, some of the more serious stuff around the windscreen. This is going to be problematic. I can probably tidy that up. It's bottom of the wing. Again, that's easy. I'll just chop that off and make something up. And it needs the bottom of the rear wing. Again, I could run a grinder through that, chop it off and make it. It's not as bad as it looks. I've actually made these before. Have a look around the car. Obviously the registration number is its original registration number. Lovely number. One of the things that I like it. No, it will never be on a Volkswagen. Same thing going on here. Bottom of the rear wing. Nowhere near as severe though. Obviously you need some sills to be straightened up. They're very higgledy-piggledy. Some rust at the bottom of the roof, which is awful. So that's a bit of a walk around of the car itself, front to back. Let's have a quick look inside her. This car has been featured in many magazines over the course of its life. Street Machine, Classic Ford magazine. Can't open the door. So that was good. Yes, the door is that stiff and it doesn't want to open. So inside, there is a wooden dashboard propped in there and a mounting wheel which I added because the old one fell apart. There are some Volvo seats, not fitted by me. I believe they're out of an S or V40P1. Apart from that, it's a mess. Wiring. Plenty of moss growing. Have a look how rusty she is, because it's, yeah. Actually not as bad as it looks though. That is mostly just surface. So I think what needs to be done there is get a brush on that. So yes, I was describing in detail how rusty it is. As you can say, it's had big sections in its past. It has never been a good car, unfortunately. Always been a bit of a rotter, but it needs some work. This is in the boot. This is probably one of the worst areas that it needs. I say that now. When I stop chopping it about, I'll find everything else, I'm sure. As you can see, it is rotten. It's full of holes underneath the battery. I don't know if you can make that out. Yeah, that has gone. There's nothing left there. Yeah, I'm an absolute idiot for taking this on. I know. I realise. You ready for this one? That's fresh air. But it's not bad. I can chop that out in one section. I can remake it. I can put it back in. It's not as bad as it looks. Like, fabrication is not a problem. Bits that I'm worried about, things like this. That's bad. That's a problem. We'll ignore it. Best thing to do. Okay, so now probably the best bit of it, to be fair, is engine. It's also the bit I'm going to take out. So let's have a look. The model there. So this particular Corsair is powered by an EFI Pinto from a Sierra or a Granada. It's fairly simple. It's got a Type 9 5-speed behind it. but it does make the car much more drivable. Yes, there's more rust underneath here. Again, it can be sorted. It's got inner wings. Yeah, there we go. It's a good look round. Shall we have a listen? So it's actually pretty on the button. So, oh yeah. A nice sounding Pinto. So, backstory on this car. This particular 2000E was my father's car when I was a small boy. He bought it the year that I was born, and we did everything together. This car, up until the fact that it picked up my very first car on a trailer and brought it home. Me and my father restored it together. So there's a lot of happy memories with this car. I remember being 6-year-old, standing on here, watching a solar eclipse on the roof through a pinhole camera with my father. So many memories. It's been to Scotland, it's been to Ireland, it's been to Wales, it's been to Cornwall, it's been to France, it's been to the Netherlands. It has travelled, well, probably many other places as well that I've forgotten. Yeah, it's a very good friend of mine. And I can't wait to get it sorted. I'm going to enjoy driving it. This is not the other car, which is so shiny and so nice that I feel afraid to use it sometimes. This is going to be a driver's car. I'm going to put far too much power into it, and then probably after tarting it up, give it the send off it deserves. If it lives, it lives. I would like it to, but I think you can see it's very much nearing the end of its days. But there you go. That is her, and I will fix it. The other one was probably equally as bad as this before it got started. I'm going to stick some bonus footage on the end of this video of some other bits and pieces that I've been up to, including getting the cream one out of the garage, which didn't happen. There was a problem with one of the suspension arms that I put together. It was the wrong length, so it touches on the front balance. It needs to be sorted. In other news, my 940, which is just over here. Excuse the walking, we'll walk over here and have a look at it. Got something else in this yard you might like to see if you like Volvos. We'll do a quick walk round of this in a second and do a post up of it. This thing is gorgeous. We'll do a proper video of that in a second. My 940 turbo. I've been working on this today. Not too much. A couple of little bits and bobs. So I now have throttle spindle back together, water pump pulley on. Needs a couple of hose clips that I've got to sort out for here and here. I'm going to order them when I get in. Sad I know, but I want black ones. It'll look nice. Get that all sorted. So that's what we've been working on today. A bit of this and a bit of that. Not enough to do a whole video, but it's back down on its wheels. Everything's bolted up, tyres are pumped up, and I give it a quick wash. Yes, in the garage. Get it out tomorrow. Too icy now. Got as far as this in the snow. Unfortunately, I've got something wrong with this bracket, and it is touching. side, much more how it should look. Take some measurements. Brackets are definitely right. I should imagine the strut somehow damaged. Joys. So much for going to pick the boy up for school. Limousine it is.